Hey everyone! I'm gonna wait for everybody to get the notification I went live. I did send out an alert earlier. So we're gonna wait. We tried to do this yesterday and my power went out. So it did not end up very well. Today we have another round of storms, but I'm thinking my side of town will be fine. So we shouldn't have any issues. Okay? Hey everyone! Alright. We're going to do the alcohol ink tutorial. This is take 2 because I tried yesterday and it did not work. Hey Trisha. Alright. So we're, like I said yesterday. Sorry, my dog's standing here looking out the window. I've got 2 cups prepped for you guys. I know a lot of people have been asking about alcohol inks, how to use them. Why does mine mess up? Why does mine do this or that? So I figured we'll try it this way and see how it goes. Okay? Hey Danira, hey Vicky, hey Gabby. Hello guys. Let me send out some of the notifications to everybody and see if it works that way. I know there were a lot of people yesterday wanting to watch this, so I sent. And like I said, the great thing about this group is if you miss it, it's saved. You guys can always go back and rewatch this when you have time. There is no pressure to sit here at this moment in time and do this if you are busy. My tape rolled up. I don't know why. Hey Trinda, I'm new and I need all the pointers and tips and live feed I can get. Well, you came to the right page, Trinda. We have great tutorials on here. Vicky, I did do a glitter swirl tutorial if you can search it. I do have one. Hey Marsha, hey Ann, hey Leah, hey Krista. I do have a glitter swirl tutorial on here that is for like this. This is going to be a peekaboo cup. I did a tutorial on a peekaboo, I think it was last month in April. So if you search my name in the group, all of my old tutorials will come up. Hey Jody, hey Linda. And it'll show you how I did a swirl and then a peekaboo. But since I have to do this again for another motherhood, Jurassic Motherhood cup, I guess if you guys are interested, I'll go live when I decal this and spray paint it. Okay? Hey Angie, thank you. Vicky, okay, thank you. You're welcome, Vicky. But yeah, if you guys want me to go live again with a swirl and a peekaboo, I can do that. If there's interest in it, I can just do it again because I already have a cup I need to do it on. Okay? So for the peekaboo, this is just it. I did my swirl and I used many different colors because they look awesome underneath your peekaboo. Oh man, I love that cup as is. Oh, thanks Danielle. Yeah, I used a lot of the new chunky mixes that I had bought. Like this is crushed seashells. This is Bewitched. This is Masquerade, Deep Blue Sea, Mermaid Tales, and Chaos, Sweep the Floor, Ocean Treasures. I call it my Under the Sea cup. Leah, have you done Milky Ways? I have done a Milky Way, but I have not done a tutorial on that. I could set that up if you guys are interested in that too. Would you try Northern Lights cups? Jody, I just got a Northern Lights glitter pack that I will do a tutorial on. After I get some of these orders knocked out and out the door, I can set up more specific tutorial cups for you guys, okay? So we'll do Northern Lights, like Leah requested. We'll do a Milky Way. So Northern Lights, Milky Way. I got a watermelon glitter set coming in, so we can do a watermelon wine tumbler together. And I've got some tattoos set up that we're working on. I showed you guys how to use glow powders. We can touch base on all of that as orders as I go. Like I said, if I have orders for certain styles that people want to see, I'll just go live while I'm filming them, okay? And then you guys can watch me and ask questions as I go. Hello, Jennifer. Oh, hi, Jennifer. Glad to see this tutorial back. Yes, I promised I'd come back. Danira, the holographic glitters. Do you like Do you do them like regular glitter or do you have to use a different method? Danira, if you're looking for the Tack-It method for holographic, then you do the Tack-It method. I can do a tutorial on that. I just got the Tack-It glue in. Thank you for all the help. I'll definitely be watching anytime, Trenda. And if you guys, any of you that are just now watching me for the first time, you can PM me, private message me, any and all questions you have. I will walk you through your cups step by step. If you need to video chat me, you can video chat me. If you have problem making decals, doing your anything, I'll help you every step of the way so you enjoy this the way I do. Yes, please. I want to try my first one, waiting for my mica to come in. Yeah, Leah, I did a great mica tutorial not too long ago. Marsha, I want to see a pencil. Marsha, I did get a pencil pack too, just for you guys to do a tutorial on it. Jessica, a zipper cup. I haven't done a zipper cup. I'll have to order a zipper for that. How is the weather today? I decided to go earlier for you guys, for everyone to see this, and the storm came earlier, but I should be fine. I don't think it's going to hit my area of town. When do you think you'll do live on the storyboard part 2? I'm going to do another layer of, ooh, I caught that just in time. I'm going to do another layer on the storyboard of glow powder and let that seal, because I want this sucker to glow really well, and then I'm going to get the decal on it, and then I'll go live when we do the decal. Hey, Shelly. Hey, Caitlin. Lucinda. So looking forward to Northern Lights. Yes, the Northern Lights is going to be fun. Hey, Joanne. Everyone's going to really, a fishing lure cup. Okay. Yeah, if you guys have ideas that you want to see, let me know. I will try to set them up in between orders, and we'll fill them together. Okay? But this is the swirl, and then guess what? I know some of my people that usually follow me a lot aren't on right now because I did go earlier. A lot of my tutorials are usually at 9 Central Texas time. So if you were watching me yesterday, we did talk about a cup that I had ordered to do a beach tutorial for y'all that got stolen off my porch. Well, I contacted Stainless Steel Depot, filed a claim, and I got a replacement right away. So I spray painted it for you. You are amazing, offering to help others. Anytime, Tina. I want all of you to enjoy this the way I enjoy it. Okay? So here's the beach cup. It's a 20-ounce skinny, and I spray painted it. I usually always just do white spray paint, but since my 2 darker blues are going to be on the top, I just did the dark blue for the first 2 parts. Do you see this? And I did it when it started raining, so it's not the best spray paint job in the world, but it'll do. So this is for the area for the 2 darker blues will do. And then this is for that lighter blue, and then the white in the sand. Don't give up, Joanne. I will help you every step of the way. Honestly, I will give you 1, 2, 3. You can video chat me when you do your cups if you need to, okay? Someone stole your package. Imagine their disappointment when it's just... Jody, yeah, somebody did. And they stole an empty box off my porch, which was retarded. So next time I'm leaving a glitter bomb package, and everyone in the neighborhood will know who it was, because they'll sparkle forever. That's my plan. Not my good glitter. I'm going to use like cheapo dollar store glitter. Not my expensive stuff. But they will sparkle for the rest of their life. Okay, so we're going to get our gloves on. We're going to get started. If anybody wanted to see the alcohol ink tutorial, please tag them for me, because there's so many names sometimes I can't get through them all. I will be doing my first alcohol ink hopefully tomorrow. Well, Danielle, then you'll be able to just follow this tutorial step by step. Okay? So we have a white base and we have a black base. I figured everybody would want to see both kinds, how alcohol inks look, varying on the color of your background. So I did a white practice cup and I did a black practice cup. That's my plan. Yeah, Danielle, that's why these tutorials are a little longer. I do them specifically by answering all of your questions you post on this. I also go back at the end of my tutorials and answer them in text for you guys, as well as going slow enough that you can watch me step by step. Brianna, what do you mean by base? Is that a spray paint? Yes. So what I mean by base is I have taken 2 cups. I sanded them with 220 grit. They have been washed with Dawn soap. After I sanded them, I wipe them down with 91% alcohol to remove any and all oils and dirt that the sanding brings up. And then I spray painted them my choice of color. Hey Janelle, is the white chipped at the bottom? The black is tape. This is tape. I taped the bottom of these cups because they're black plastic underneath. So this is tape, okay? This is black and this is tape. It's just spray painted white. I will take it off after I do my everything else. Machine is cutting 20 hammers. Go for it, Janelle. Get them hammers done. Joanne, I've had Jurassic Park 3 times and can't get it right. I'm getting a lot of bumps on my cups. Joanne, when you put your decals for your peekaboos and you spray paint, make sure the cup is completely smooth. Sand it as good as you can, and if you need to, do a layer of epoxy on that to make your cup almost like a completely finished product, okay? This still needs to be sanded. It's got some bumps, but a majority of it is smooth. And I will sand this, wash it, and then do my decals and spray paint. If your cup is not completely smooth, as if you're going to give it to the customer, then your spray paint, your vinyl, everything will show bumps. Does that make sense? You have to make sure this is completely smooth. Okay? That's why you're seeing bumps. Is if it has to be smooth, as if this is done and out the door. Oh my God, I love that cup so much. Yeah, this cup is gorgeous. I'm really happy with the glitter choices I chose for it. Okay, so we're going to get to the tutorial. And for those of you just starting to watch, I use 2 different trays. Now, I have a tray for catching epoxy. I have a tray for catching glitter that has paper inside of it, okay? But since I'm not using glitter, we're only using 1 tray for the alcohol ink. And you can do a glitter base and then do alcohol inks over that. 1 alcohol ink cup I did a white base and a white glitter. I sealed the glitter with epoxy. And then in the next layer, I did alcohol inks over that so that I would have a sparkle underneath my inks. Does that make sense? So I took a cup like this and it was plain white glitter. I sealed it, and then the next layer of epoxy, I dropped inks. Okay? What sand are you using? 220. I use a 220 grit, Joanne. All right. So we're going to pop this on the turner and get started. We're going to do the white first. Now, if you are having trouble seeing this cup, but you're holding your phone like this, turn it this way. Like this. Put your phone lengthwise to turn the screen, and then it opens this a lot more. Makes perfect sense. You're so patient. Oh, good, Annabelle. I'm glad you I try to break it down step by step because all of us learn and understand things differently, so I try to explain it in every way I can think of. Does that make sense? All right. So we're going to do the alcohol ink on this, and I'm going to mix my epoxy. Now, for those of you just watching me, I almost forgot to do that. For those of you just watching me, I use Amazing Clear Cast Epoxy, okay? I buy it in a gallon from the company itself. I use the coupon Amazing Savings, all right? The bottles from the company itself have a different tint because it's a new mixture. Any yellowing you heard with Amazing Clear Cast has since been corrected by the new mixture. Michael's, Hobby Lobby, in the boxes you buy don't have the new mixture yet. They're all the old mix. But if you buy directly from the company, it has a blue tint to it. That counteracts the yellowing, okay? So I'm going to grab my permanent marker. And y'all, I just have a basic chair because my rolling one broke, so it hurts. You'll hear it squeak. My phone won't turn. Jessica, well, I'll try to make sure I hold it in this screen setting, okay? I'll do my best to make sure you can see it perfectly like this. All right, but you also should check if you're setting for screen rotation. There you go. Thanks, Janelle. On my measuring cups, I mark them with a permanent marker so I don't lose my mixing line. That is how you're never going to overmix. Epoxy has to be 1-to-1. So when you are told, when you're using epoxy as an adhesive and someone tells you 5 to 10 mLs total, that means you're going to half the 10. 5 of A, 5 of B. If you're only going to use, hey Rhonda, hey Gabby, I love all your videos. I'm going to try for my first one. in a couple of weeks. I'm so excited. Go for it, Annie. I can't wait to see what you guys make. This is the part I want to see. I want to do alcohol ink, but I'm unsure of how much epoxy to use. Well, Marsha, I'm going to show you right now. Okay? So, when you do inks, you don't need a really thick coat of epoxy, but you do need enough that when you drop your inks, the epoxy will move when you heat it. Okay? So, for this little cup, because this is, I don't even know how many ounces it is. It's a practice cup I got from some ladies in the neighborhood for free. So I'm going to use 10 mLs, okay? And for me, whenever I use extra epoxy, I throw it in a mold. Your best friend, guys, when you are just starting this out, get you some cute little molds. Hey, Kathy, that you can use. You can make glitter samples with for your customers or keychains. Anything you want with the molds, okay? So your extra epoxy, when you're finished with the cup, put it in a mold so it's not wasted. Always use the most out of your materials to get the most money for your buck. Evan, sorry for this late question, but how many coats of epoxy does it take to coat a glitter cup? Like a beach cup. So if you use epoxy as your adhesion, and then you're going to seal your glitters with one layer of epoxy. The next layer, you can do your inks on top if you do the waves and stuff with inks. You'll see, Evan, I'm going to do a beach cup. You'll see me go step by step. So mostly for cups, your epoxy layers should be 4 to 5 at most. But if they're really thin layers and you guys need one more, then that's okay. Your cup is not going to be super heavy. I promise. If all of your layers are super thin, it's going to be fine. All right? Everybody does these processes differently, and they have limits on how much they use. For me, if I have a cup that needed a fix-it layer or anything like that, I will just add one more thin layer on the top to seal it very well. Hey, Bonnie. Hey, Vicky. I can only find the Brie Reese brand of alcohol ink. Just use whatever you find, Vicky. You don't specifically have to use the ones I do. Can't mix that way. I use syringes. So we're going to do 5 mLs of each, okay? So I'm going to mark the 5 on my medicine cup. And then because I'm only using a small amount, of course my marker is going out. I'm only using a small amount. And then I'm going to mark the 10. So I'm going to put 5 of A and 5 of B. I want to make it dark enough that y'all will see it. Okay. They were scrapped. Can you reuse the measuring cups? Yes, Tracy, you can. I just usually don't, just for the fact that I buy like 100 of them from Amazon for $3. And I know there's people that use other sites as well, but that just happens to be how I do it. All right, so see, I marked the cup. This bottom line is 5. This top line is 10. I'm going to reach the bottom line with A and reach the top line with my B. Can you get silicone mixing cups, Priscilla? Yes, Priscilla, you can get silicone mixing cups. Yes, you can. I just use the ones I already bought. All right, so we're going to start with the epoxy. Here's what I use. Amazing Clear Cast. This is a gallon jug straight from the company itself. It has the blue tint that I told you about, okay? This prevents any of the yellowing that Amazing Clear Cast used to have, okay? Yes, you can ask your local pharmacy too, Jessica. That's right, for cups. And I wanted to tell you again in some of my other tutorials for any of you new people watching, please don't use automotive sealers or automotive paint on your cups. They're not approved by the FDA. Your epoxy bottles right here tell you that they are approved for food use and repeated use. Okay? I heard you can throw a glove in the cup, let it dry, and pull it out the next day. Haven't tried it yet, but sounded amazing. To reuse cups you're throwing away, your gloves away anyway. Yeah, Sarah, I stuff my gloves usually in my empty cups. I mean, I don't pull them out, but I can imagine. All right, so we're going to do 5 of A. Now, I know I'm pulling this away from you guys. I'm going to try to pump it right in front of you. And if you do get the pumps, put a paper under them because some of them drip. Now I'm going to go right to the line with this. And A is thicker, okay? A is the thicker part of your resin. The blue is thick. All right, so we have 5 mLs of A. Now we're going to do 5 mLs of B. And B is a lot thinner, guys, so you don't have to push real hard. I think the light was tricking me, and that's a little more than I needed. So I'm just going to pump a tiny bit of A back in there to make it even. I pumped a little too much of B. Okay. So that is 15 mLs. So I ended up mixing 15 mLs. That's fine. I'll put it in a mold. No issues. So now we're going to mix our epoxy. Now the best way to prevent bubbles in your epoxy, heat your epoxy as you're mixing it. You can heat your bottles in bottle warmers. I know some people put them on heating pads. Your epoxy loves the warmth, loves the heat. The more you heat it up, the less bubbles you'll have and the easier it is to work with, okay? So we're going to mix this straight in the medicine cup because it's only a small amount. I don't need to put it in a bigger one. All right, so we're going to sit here and mix it right here in the medicine cup. And yes, this is my version of a metal stir stick. I'm out of popsicle sticks and I'm not buying a special stick to stir this stuff. This is a skewer. Hey, Regina. Oh, good, April. I'll eventually buy the silicone stuff to reuse them. I just haven't yet. So do you prefer the metal stir stick over popsicle sticks now? Jody, it really doesn't matter to me. They both seem to mix the same. You don't need to go out and buy a metal stick just because you see everyone using them. Popsicle sticks work just fine. Priscilla, I do to easy cleanup. Well, there you go. I'll eventually work on getting silicone. So we're going to mix this. It's going to get cloudy. Then you're going to heat it. Let your heat gun get a little warm. You're going to count to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't hold your heat gun really close. You don't want to burn the epoxy. It smells really bad. And I will address this because a lot of new people have asked me this as well. This brand of epoxy does not bother me. Okay? I experience no smell and no fumes. My big craft window right here is wide open. Okay? There is no fume buildup in my room. It's very big and I have the ceiling fan on. Okay? Yes, the heat gun was on low, Sarah. Was the heat gun on high or low? Yes, low. Don't put it on high. You'll burn yourself and you'll burn everything around you. Hi from Missouri. Hey, Ladina. I use a butter knife for my... Hey, whatever works, Sarah. Hey, Regina. I'm glad you made it. So, like I said with epoxy, but just because it does not affect me does not mean it won't affect you. Wear a mask if you have one. If you are super sensitive to things, wear a mask. If one epoxy smells really strong for you, try a different brand. Everybody is brand specific. Epoxy is all preference, okay? Kendra, I made it again. Oh, yeah, I'm glad you made it. LOL, I tried to craft and stay on. Didn't work out well. You're a rock star. Thanks, Janelle. Get your craft on. You can catch this later. So we're going to heat it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take it off. Have it on low and don't put it too close. Okay? So we're just going to mix it. This is the longest part. The slower you mix, okay, the less bubbles you create. Did you sand the cup? Yes, Thomas. To prep my cups, I wash with Dawn dish soap. I sand them with a 220 grit sandpaper. which means I break up all of the oils and sealants that they put on the cups before they ship them out. Okay? And I wipe it with alcohol to remove all the oils and grime, which are real black when you sand a cup, and I wipe it off. And then I don't touch it, and I spray paint it. Can you use a hairdryer? Yes, Beth, you can use a hairdryer. Bubbles are my worst enemy, Amber. So slow mix, Amber. You're never going to have it perfect without bubbles. Micro bubbles, that's okay. After you put the epoxy on the cup, hit it with a heat gun and pop the bubbles. Let that epoxy thin out while you heat it on the cup, and it's going to coat your cup. You'll see me do that. Hot water, heat gun, and slow mixing. Yes. Keep your bottles warm. Keep your epoxy warm. Mix slowly. And then heat it when it's on the cup to pop any bubbles that came up. Okay? Oh, hey, you're back, LOL. Glad I caught you. Hey, welcome back, Amanda. Yes, I'm back. Everything's safe tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just find 7 to be the lucky number for this. It gets warm enough without melting the cup it's in. Now you see me mixing rather slowly. Before, when I first started making cups and messing with epoxy, I mixed quickly and I would get a ton of bubbles. And I'm just used to mixing like whipping scrambled eggs and all of that. So I didn't think anything of it. Once I slowed down, I had a whole lot better outcome, okay? It gets kind of monotonous sitting here and mixing epoxy. Some people find it calming. Some people are just like, let's get it over with. I want to get to work, which I completely understand. Also, the great thing about mixing this extra epoxy, and I just thought about it, and I should have thought about it before. I have 2 cups we're going to do. We're going to do a white and we're going to do a black. The extra epoxy is going to go on the black. So I have enough epoxy to coat this cup for alcohol ink and the other cup. How long do you mix for? About 3 to 5 minutes, Amber. Just until your epoxy is clear. Did you already? No, I didn't drop the alcohol ink yet, Amanda. You made it just in time. Can you wear latex gloves with epoxy? Don't ever touch, yes, Kelly, don't ever touch epoxy with your skin. Always cover your hands, okay? I know gloves are really hard to find for everyone right now. Don't touch it without, with your bare skin. Always wear gloves. And I know you can hear my husband and my son talking in the background. I use the heat gun and I try to torch and it still gets bubbles. Amber, what brand of epoxy do you use? All right, we're going to get started, y'all. We're going to get to business. And I will show you the beach cup that I spray painted, and then I'll show you the glitters I bought for it. Is anybody interested in seeing that? You can do thumbs up or hearts or say yes on the comments. I know there's a delay between me and you. All right, the cup is clean. I haven't touched it with my fingers. Before you do the cups and you wonder why your epoxy repels from the surface, wipe the surface down with alcohol and remove any built up oils. Okay, I see it. Yes, all right. I'll show you the glitters. Any built up oils on the cup that you have touched will repel your epoxy. Wipe it with alcohol after you spray paint it, and then don't touch it with anything else but your gloved hands. That's going to prevent your epoxy from repelling against anything on this cup. Okay? So now we're going to get started. I ordered the 2 gallons of clear cast side. Oh, awesome! Pro Marine, I have good days and bad days, and I've done it all the same each time. Amber, yeah, epoxy can just be so stinking picky. It can be sometimes the temperature of your room that just bothers it. All right, I'll show you guys the glitters. So we're going to do a really thin coat on this thing. Now remember, this is taped down here, and it's taped up here. That's why you see these little black spots. This is all tape. 30 to 45 minutes after you epoxy a cup, when you tape your rims, pull the tape off. Don't wait till it's cured, because then the tape is stuck to the cup. Pull your tape after 30 to 45 minutes. Yes, I just ordered beach set glitter. Laura, we're going to do beach set cup together then, and that's going to be awesome. can you use instead of alcohol? What can you use instead of alcohol since it's hard to find? Dawn dish soap, Kimberly. Anything that removes grease and oils. And then just don't touch it. I got KS resin today. It just arrived. Awesome. Okay. Let's get this epoxy going. And there will probably be stray glitter. You guys, that's going to be your toughest critic. Is there's going to be fine glitter that catches on your cups all the time. So now we're going to put just a thin amount of epoxy on this. This cup is really small, but that's why it works great for my tutorials. All right. And you don't need a lot, okay? Just do a thin amount, and I mean spread this paper thin. And see, I'm getting epoxy on the bottom and over the rim. It's fine. I'm going to pull the tape after about 30 minutes of it spinning. Let's bring the epoxy all the way up and all the way down. I use acetone. You can use acetone too. All right. See how I'm just spreading it all over the cup? It's nice and thin. That's all you want is just enough epoxy. If you're using glitter, you just want enough epoxy to catch your glitter. You're using ink, you want just enough to make it move. Any extra epoxy that builds up on your glove, swipe it off and put it back into your cup. See how I still have plenty of epoxy left? Why do some cups look like there is a huge buildup on the top rim? They look like mushrooms. Carla, that's because the turner's most of the time uneven. Everclear alcohol at the liquor store. Oh, well, there you go. Liquor store alcohol works, I guess, too. I washed my cup and spray painted it. Now I have to use alcohol over the paint. No, it's just in case after you have spray painted it, and if you've touched it with your hands, wipe it with alcohol just for the fact to remove any oils that built up from your fingers. Because the oils on your hands will repel epoxy. Okay? I have so many people that ask why their epoxy is bubbling, and it's not actually bubbling, it's repelling from your cup because of the oils on it that have built up. Shh. Sorry, my dogs are always with me. Acetone after spray painted. No, not acetone, alcohol. Acetone will remove the paint on your cup. Either use Dawn dish soap or alcohol, 91% alcohol. If you use acetone, it will remove the paint that you just put on your cup. Okay, don't use acetone to clean it like that. Just joining, been updating everyone on my daughter's labor progress. Well, congratulations to your daughter, Jennifer. You didn't miss much. Yes, thank you, Danielle. So we got a thin coat of epoxy on this thing. I'm going to heat it just a little to completely coat the cup. That's also going to pop any bubbles that have created in the thing, on the cup. And I'm not holding this close. Don't put your heat gun super close. You'll burn the epoxy. And that stinks really bad. Okay, I saw the above post. Oops. Thank you. It's okay, Kimberly. So we're just going to heat this up. Make the epoxy a little thin. Now when you drop your inks, you will heat this again. But I just want my cup nice and evenly coated. What colors does everybody think I should do? I haven't decided on colors. I have a limited supply. I don't have a ton of alcohol ink. I'm thinking blues and pinks. What do y'all think? I have a couple of really pretty blues. I've used 70. Yes, 70% alcohol still works too. As long as it's alcohol, guys, it doesn't have to be 91. Just whatever you find. Purple, green. Okay, so with alcohol inks, I know some people drop them and then don't understand why their colors all mix together. I'm going to explain something to you. And I remembered this when I taught art last year. Remember our color wheels we learned about? How primary colors are red, yellow, and blue? If you put blue and yellow on your cup, they're going to mix and make green. If you have red and blue on your cup, or pink and blue, it's going to make purple. So if you don't have a specific color, remember your color wheel. And those colors will mix together and make your desired effect. I was thinking blue and pink too. I did my first alcohol ink and the epoxy repelled it, so I had to add another layer of epoxy and add more ink. Yeah, that happens, Gabby. Blue, pink, and purple. Blue and pink will make purple, y'all. You'll see. When they mix together, it makes purple. So, let's see. What do I got? I got Baja Blue, Patina, Aquamarine. That's yellow, brown, purple. Don't forget your white, guys. This is the best white to use. The Blanco Blanco Pinata white. Always add your whites, especially for the black cup. Let's see. Where's my pink? Where's my pink? Okay. And I have Senorita Magenta from Pinata. So we'll do blue, pink. Blue and pink will make purple, y'all. I'll show you. And aqua. So we'll use two different blues, a white and a pink. How's that? Okay, so we're going to use Senorita Magenta. We'll use, I don't really have a turquoise or an aqua, but I have aquamarine. So we're going to use Senorita Magenta from Pinatas, Tim Holtz, aquamarine. We're going to use some Blanco Blanco. What's the white for? The white brings out your colors really well, Marcia, on a white background as well as a black background. And I have, well, I guess since we're using aquamarine, we don't need the Pinata Baja Blue. We'll use the aquamarine. So we'll use that pink and that blue and a little bit of white. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm trying to see what other colors I have. I don't use inks all the time. We'll use two different kinds of pink. How's that? I have pink and I have rose. Let's use rose too. So we'll do, no. We're going to use magenta, Tim Holtz aquamarine, and then Blanco Blanco. Oh, rhinestone cup. Girl, you have a lot of patience. I don't. I'm waiting to make a red, white, and blue cup for the 4th of July. Is there a way I could do it without having purple in it? If you want to do red, white, and blue, I wouldn't heat it. Swirl it as much as you can without heating it as little as you can. I need to do a green, yellow, and white. Do you think it will show up on a black cup, or should I use a white cup with black ink? You need green, yellow, and white. You can also do one ink color, let it sit, and then another ink color and let it sit. You can do a black base, but for green and yellow to show up, drop your white in it. I'll show you what I mean. If you wanted to add glitter, can you with alcohol inks? Yes, you can add glitter. You can sprinkle an opal or a shiny glitter over this if you chose to give it a little sparkle, or do it underneath it. Do a glitter layer and seal it with epoxy, then do your alcohol ink layer. Okay, so we're going to get started. Now we're going to start with the pink, I think. Now alcohol inks, when you drop it, there's no rhyme or reason to your dropping. You just drop however much you want of each color, okay? So we're going to drop a little bit of pink. Now you see that spread? All right, we got our pink on. Now we're going to do blue. And this is the aquamarine. I put a little glitter on my pigments on the alcohol before I heat them. Well, there you go. If I wanted to. But yes, Kelly, you can add glitter. Did you epoxy that first? Yes, Michelle, I did. Do you see that? And we'll add just a tad bit of patina. We'll add just a tad bit of this one. This is a more green. Do y'all see that? Now look right here. When this comes around, you see the pink ran into the blue and it turned purple. Y'all see that? It turned purple. I wonder if I should add more pink. Maybe just a couple of drops. All right, now I'm going to drop just a tad bit of white in. Will they swirl together? Yes. I'm going to drop in my white and my blank spaces. All right, now we're going to heat this, guys. Heat your inks. You ready? I've tried my first alcohol ink and the ink clumped as soon as I put it on the cup and did not move. After watching this, I'm thinking that I had too much epoxy on it. Jeanette, it could be either too much or too little. Now this is on low, guys. And once you start to see it move, stop. You want the inks to move on their own. And you may see some drop off. That's totally fine. I'm going to do a gray wood green tomorrow. Do I need to? Yes, wood grains, Shay, always do it that way. And you can drop more ink, guys. What is the theme for the cup? There's no theme. This is just a tutorial cup. I want a little more of this teal. I'm going to drop a little Baja Blue. I like that blue a lot better. We're going to break up some of that big blob of blue with some pink and make a purple. And I will heat that. Don't worry about the line. All right, you want to see my trick? I'm going to get this heated really well first. All right, you're going to see this? I'm going to take it off the turner real quick. Watch. I'm going to make waves. Hey, Wendy. I had a line like that on mine and couldn't get it. Watch this. I'm going to take my stick and I'm going to move the line. I want to do this. Watch this. So I'm going to sit here. I'm going to take a little extra epoxy and fix the line. Yeah, the colors came out really pretty. I want to do something on it. I don't know. What do y'all think? This is just a fun cup, guys. How come it doesn't swirl solid like the one I showed you? I guess it just depends on the amount of epoxy on it. If you want more colors and it's not enough for you, don't worry about that. That's why I took the stick to it. I'm going to drop a little more epoxy on this thing. I want some more colors. And I'm only going to use this stick on this. Alcohol inks dry really fast, you guys. So, I want to drop pink on it. And make more purple. See that purple? And it's gonna drip, that's fine. So I heated the lines and I'm going to take it off the turner. And I'm just going to hold it and let it drip up and down. Kind of reminds me of like those 90s, those old 90s cups. Does everybody know what I'm talking about? Oh, congratulations, Jennifer. See, I'm missing it. I'm off in my own world. Tell her congratulations. Yes, the 80s Dixie cups. That's what I'm thinking of, Evan. And alcohol inks will continue to move as you play with this. Mimi Ham slowly. I actually make it an alcohol ink tour. How do you know when you go live? Is there a way? I put notifications on my business page as well as dropping things on there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to let this spin. And I'm going to leave it alone and we'll do the black. Okay? I'm going to let this finish spinning. Sorry, you can totally hear my dogs. And as this spins, it'll swirl more and more, guys. Will you save this one? Yeah, Zanchel, you can save it. I'm going to put this over here to spin. Okay. Now we're going to do black. And I think we'll just do blue and black. If I can remember the lids. Can you add glitter? Yes, you can add glitter. Hey, Ashley. What do you have on the... tape. Because the bottom of those is plastic black. All right, so now we're going to do this one with the extra epoxy we have left. This is all tape. Right here's tape. Now we're just going to smear it on. Y'all see this? Just smear it on. And you want to make sure you don't have to use a ton of epoxy. And I'm just bringing it and moving it all up and down without having to add more. Yes, this is spray painted. It's spray painted black. You can have a pretty good layer of epoxy on this for your inks. If it's too thin, your inks won't move, guys. Well, you want it thin when you apply glitter because you only want it to adhere it. But for inks, you want enough epoxy that when you heat it, the epoxy will make all of your ink move. Okay? Have you ever used Crystalac? No, I haven't used Crystalac. I have not. I know there is a great group for that. I did a mica tumbler with tons of bubbles. Can it be sanded or you can epoxy over the mica and then sand. Try not to sand the mica directly on it. After you spray paint, do you need to seal it? No, you don't need to seal it. You just spray paint and go. I'm using Amazing Clear Cast, Arceli. And this has a pretty good thick coat of epoxy, which is great. It will drip when it heats. That's fine. You want enough epoxy on this for your inks to absorb and move when you heat it. Okay? And see, we used all the epoxy, except that itty bitty little bit, which is fine. After you spray, yeah, you don't have to seal it, Larry. No. So we're going to clean our glove off because I don't want to get epoxy on my bottles. And that other alcohol ink cup came out okay. I'm not a big fan of the ink look, but that's just me. If you want less white, add more ink. But remember, if you hold your heat gun too long in one area of that cup, it'll burn. So, I can't really show you. I don't want to burn a line on purpose. But you'll understand what I mean, right? Do you let it sit for 24 hours after you spray? No, my spray paint dries in an hour, Tess. So spray paint, Larry, spray paint, add your epoxy, then your ink. You need ink for alcohol ink. So we're going to heat this and let that epoxy move a little bit and coat the cup. Get rid of any bubbles if you have them. So we're going to again use our whites, and I'm going to use Baja Blue. That's all I'm going to use on this is the blue and the whites. Maybe a little bit of patina, that's it. No pink. Is everybody ready? We're going to drop the blue first. All right, you're not really going to see it, so try to pay attention where you're dropping your ink. Oh, I got a dimple. All right, fixed it. Okay. Can I ask, why do you have to spray paint if tumbler is already colored? Kelly, you spray paint to create a bonding process. Now, yes, you can buy tumblers that are already colored, but you should still sand them to give your epoxy a good bond to the metal itself, because they put so much on those cups to seal them, to keep the color on. You want to remove all the oils and the sealants they put on there so your chemicals bond perfectly to the steel. You can use the picture I sent you of what burn looks like. Yeah, Rhonda did burn hers a little bit. A little bit. It happens. I mean, sometimes we get heat gun carried away. We want it to move so much that we're not paying attention to what we're doing. And it happens. It happens to all of us. Okay? It's no big deal. You're welcome, Kelly. And I don't know, I just keep looking at that alcohol ink cup over there as it swirls. So we're going to drop the blue first. You're not really going to see it, but you'll see it once you drop your white. Does that make sense? All right, so now we're going to do the blue. And since the majority of this is just going to be blue, I'm going to drop several drops. No rhyme or reason to my drop placement. I just kind of go top to bottom to get good coverage. And you will see the swirl a tiny bit in the light reflection. So make sure you got a light behind you. All right, and I'm going to drop just a tiny, tiny bit of patina. Oh. Someone tag Jason in this. I know he just texted me what time we're going live tonight, and he doesn't know I am right now. This is so informative. I'm loving it. I haven't started anything yet. Kaylin, message me. I'll walk you right through it. Don't be nervous at all. I will help all of you get this going, okay? Sometimes I feel like my hairdryer makes it move better than my heat gun since it has more force. That could be, Tori. I guess, hey, Jason, I guess one tutorial, I'll bust out my blow dryer for you guys. We're going to drop just a tiny bit of this patina just because I really like this color. This blue-green is gorgeous. Just a tad. I'm going to try to find lines that don't have anything on them yet. Okay, I think that's it. What's your thought on a blowtorch? Blowtorches work great for everybody too. How do you see? You're going to see. I'm going to show you, Joanne. Don't worry. Are we ready? This is how you're going to see your colors. The magic white. Are you doing another live tonight? No, I don't think so. I mean, this one's already pretty long as it is. Can you do a marble cup? I've tried some. Yes, Tracy, I'll set up stuff to do a marble cup. Yes, trouble is here now. Well, welcome, Jason. We missed you. Watch this. Watch. You'll see it find the blues. See, I have. Do you see this? You see it finding the blues? You ready to swirl it? Pinata White Blanco Blanco. Have you made your own alcohol ink with Sharpies? I have not. Y'all see it? Does it have to be a certain temperature? No, it doesn't. Now, you're going to see what I'm going to do to this. I'm going to do the same thing I did with the other one. Secret is white. Yep. Just heat it with the heat gun and it should start moving. If you get too close with the heat gun or heat it too much, it'll burn. And you can spin it this way for a little bit and then rotate it and spin it the other way. So see, like, we'll turn this spinning towards me. And you can always drop more white if you want more. I thought it looked kind of like spirits flying through the night sky. Oh, cool. Do you swirl with a popsicle stick? No, Joanne, I don't swirl this with a popsicle stick. I let it swirl on its own. Okay, you just convinced me to do darker cups. I've always done my alcohol. Yeah, white bases are okay for like your pinks and stuff, but I really like the dark base. Should we add a drop of pink just to see what it would do, or no? Leave it blue. It's not like I'm giving this to anybody. This is just tutorial. I'm going to heat it a little bit more. You know what it looks like right here? Is it reminds me of like an ocean wave. Had to go feed cows before it rained again. Go for it. Yes, pink. Try it. Can't hurt, pink. I mean, I might as well. I mean, this is just tutorial. Even if it looks like a hot mess. Then we know, right? Then we know. How are we going to learn if we don't try? Okay, I dropped a little bit of pink. Let's see where it went. The white will find it. Do you see the pink? Alright, I'll drop more pink on if y'all love it so much. Just a tiny bit more though. Nope, I dropped a little too much white. Whoops. So, let this spin a second, and then I'm going to pop it off and pull it upside down again. Now I'm going to spin it the other way. It's already moving this way, so now I'm going to turn it and make it go this way. How long do you let it spin? Overnight. And this will continue to swirl all on its own. I'm going to pop it off. I'm going to move it up. Then we're going to move it down. Yeah, those little additions of pink look great, don't they? Look at that. It looks like an ocean wave with pink in it, doesn't it? I think I like the black a lot better than I did the white. What blue did I use? Baja Blue from Pinata and a little bit of Patina from Tim Holtz. Yeah, I'll let this dry, Wendy, overnight, and then I'll epoxy over it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it now. I really like it, but maybe, what does everyone think? If you are part of my business page, we'll do a giveaway on this cup. I've got if we reach so many people, maybe just a little more pink. I want a tad more pink. Little pink right there. And a little pink right here. A little pink there. I want just a smidgen more pink, y'all. I'm going to shift it and turn it this way too. We need your... Jason just dropped my business page for y'all. Do you ever mix a... Do you ever epoxy with glitter mixing? Yeah, I can drop some glitter in it if you guys want. Who wants to see a little sparkle? Give me thumbs or hearts or whatever. I see that faster. We'll do some sparkle. Yes? No? Ooh, I put the wrong lid on this. Ooh. Yes? Okay. Let me clean off the blue. I put the wrong stinking lid on everything. It's okay, Heather. You didn't miss anything. All right, all right, all right. Glitter. I get it. Glitter. Let me find some. What color? Like an opal? What? I don't know. Pay better attention than I did when putting on your lids. Okay. Glitter. What do y'all think? What kind of glitter? Okay. White? No? Opal? What? Opal. Okay. Does your husband make those too? My cups? No. Oh, I know what I could put in it. Y'all, I have this thing called Magic Dust from My Glitter Addiction. Phenomenal. Look at this. This is called Magic Dust. If you ever do a cup that isn't glittery enough for you, doesn't have enough sparkle, add Magic Dust into your epoxy. Y'all see this? It's called Magic Dust from My Glitter Addiction. And you need, I mean, a tiny, tiny amount goes a long, long way, y'all. Because it is super, super fine. The glitter. Oh my freaking gosh. Look at this. And I will show you a spot where oil was on this cup from my finger and it repelled on the epoxy. But that's fine. Once this dries, I'm going to go do a fix-it layer. Would that work in black glitter that doesn't have a shine? What do you mean? Do you put black spray paint first? Yes. This is black spray painted base. I don't know if you can see the sparkle from there. Can you see the sparkle, you guys? Let me bring my lamp over here. I'm gonna need that cup, ma'am. Well, this is just a practice cup, guys. I mean, this was nothing freaking special. This was nothing special. It's just a practice. I don't even think this cup is See right here, when you see this cup come around, I'll show you the spot where epoxy repelled. Okay? And then all you do when you have one spot like that is let this dry and then go back over it. Clean it and then epoxy right back over that. Let me turn it this way. See this spot right here? That spot right there is where it repelled. Hey, Tina. So I just stuck epoxy on it, y'all, with my finger. Took my finger to the spot and I just swirled some epoxy on that. We all want that cup. It's just a practice. Y'all want it even though it's not like one of the fancy cups? This is just like a... This is just a practice cup, y'all. It's nothing fancy about it. Do you have to spray paint? I sanded. Okay, I take that back. I washed this with Dawn soap. I sanded it with 220 grit sandpaper. See, I'm filling in the hole. Getting inks this weekend. I love the Pinata, guys. The Pinata brand is my favorite. Someone might want to buy that cup. Ship it to me and I'll fix it. For me, that's a pro cup. Oh, thanks, guys. It did come out good. I love the inks on a black base. For real. See? Now it has epoxy on it. No worries. You think that's enough glitter or should I do more? Well, I guess, yes, now you have to make us all a cup. Good thing I have all those practice cups. So I guess what I'll do is, let's do a drawing for the cup on my page. How's that? What do y'all think? Should we do a drawing on it? Yay or nay? Hey, Helen, another great job. Oh, thanks, Joyce. Have you tried? I'm going to try Marabou. I got to buy some. If I was not in Canada, I would ask to buy that cup. Yeah, I can imagine shipping to Canada is crazy. If you do red, orange, and yellow inks, what color base would you do? Husband wants a fire one. I do black. See the black? Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Don't leave. I had to fix it. I had to fix it. Thank you, Jason, for dropping the links for me while I'm there. While I was gone. I'm going to... Should we drop glitter on the other cup? What do y'all think? Should we drop glitter on the white one? Yay or nay? Thumbs, whatever, how it works. So I see it faster. Drop glitter on the white. Should we drop the same on that? Yes? Yes? Okay. Let me switch them. Okay. I might do a second layer of inks on this, y'all. See, it's already dry. Look at that. I should have used more epoxy on this thing. This one's a hot mess, though. Not gonna lie. This one's a hot mess. I don't even know if glitter will stick to it. I actually don't mind a lot of the white in it. It does remind me of those 80s Dixie cups. Not gonna lie. This one was no bueno. Is the magic dust silvery? Yes, Kendra, it's silvery a little bit. It's mostly like a bling addition. Does that make sense? It's mostly like a bling addition. Anytime you end up with a glitter that goes matte under epoxy and you didn't know it would go matte, you can get something like this and just sprinkle it. I always use this in my last layer of epoxy on my cups. Just to give my cups, if it matches with what I have on it, just a little oomph. A little oomph. Little bam, yes ma'am. See, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this one. I might do a second layer. Because that purple streak drives me crazy. I guess I could decal it though and put a decal over the streak and then you won't see it. I'm on my glitter addiction and it looks very silver. Yes, it will look silver. See? It will look silver. They make a silver and they make a gold. But this stuff is cut really, really fine. It doesn't look super silver if you use a tiny, tiny amount. Off topic, do you do this as a hobby and work a full-time job? I am a full-time stay-at-home mom. Right now I'm teaching, so I guess homeschooling, so I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher, a cook, a maid, a crafter. You can do another layer of ink after it dries. Yeah, Amber, you can go over this with epoxy again and drop more ink. Who told you you can't? How can we make sure in the drawing for the black tumbler? Love, love. Go to my business page, like it, and then after the live, I'll drop the like and share for it. How's that? And a panda caregiver. Yes, yes. That is true. So I don't know. The white just, yeah, but it's practice. It's just to show you guys how it looks. I'll probably do a second layer of inks over this. Because it's already like drying. Does anybody want to watch me do a second layer on this? Should I mix more epoxy and go for it and show you guys you can do a second layer on your inks? Okay. You like it, Tammy? Yes, 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 yes. Okay. We'll mix some more epoxy and do it that then. Because see, it's already like, it's sticky, but it's basically dry. I think I made the layer just too thin on this particular one. The layer on the black was a lot thicker. See, it's already kind of dry. Need that black cup for inspiration. Jason dropped the page a couple of times. I guess he can just keep dropping it. Yes, teach me your ways, woman. God, I gotta tell you all my secrets? Lorsh. Lorsh. That's not even a word, but now it is. Alright, let's mix a little more epoxy, y'all. Where's my paper towel? Yeah. And then I'll show you the beach cup glitters. I couldn't get the link to your page to work. Julie, the page is H&M Expressions. In case the links don't work, that's the name. H and symbol M Expressions. Now we don't need as much epoxy. I'm going to use a different medicine cup. Because I can. I like that purple in this cup. Wish it had more. Well, Tracy, we're about to put more. We're going to put more. Can I do it a few days later? Yes, you can, Amber. You don't have to do it immediately after. Do whatever you want. There is no rules. Okay. I only need a little bit, so we're going to do 2.5 of A and 2.5 of B to make 5. Oops. Yeah. Or we'll do 5 and 5. Oh, heck. Mark your cups, y'all, so you don't lose your spot. Little bit of A. Y'all, I can't see this. Hold on. There. That's 5A. 5B. I know I said 2.5. But I couldn't see the line. 5A, 5B. It's okay, find the page. You're not missing anything, just epoxy mixing. Gotta clean my stick. Okay, now we mix. So if we can fix the white and somebody loves it, we'll do that one too in a giveaway. How's that? Like and share the page. I already have a giveaway going on in there for a coffee cup, but we'll do these. We'll do a drawing for whoever watched this tutorial. Matt. I can only use 6 on my 30 ounce. I found it. Thanks, Jason. Thank you so much. Oh, good. You guys found it? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How come everybody asks if this is a dipstick, y'all? It is a skewer, okay? Skewer. I did not go buy a metal stir stick. I have skewers, and I took a skewer. I try to save money. Found it. Ooh, good. Because it looks like one. I know. I know. What do you think I did? Jack it out of a car? I walk around the neighborhood stealing people's dipsticks? First time here. Hey, Tanya. Welcome, welcome. It is an expensive hobby. Ain't gonna lie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is for sure. Never thought to use a cob stick. Yeah, just use whatever. Poor Panda has no way to check his oil now. No, he would notice his oil dipstick is gone. So you heat it 3 times for 7 seconds with A and B together, 3 to 5 minutes. Yes! I just heat as I go. I don't really count how many times I heat it. I just go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Melissa, I use Amazing Clear Cast epoxy. What epoxy are you using? Amazing Clear Cast. I buy it straight from the company. Y'all, mixing epoxy takes forever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is such a long tutorial on alcohol inks. Isn't this terrible? I've lost so many people by now. They're like, this woman takes too long. I used to use that, but it was so smelly. Yeah, Melissa, everybody experiences epoxy differently. I don't have any issues with this brand, but that doesn't mean I can't use another. We're all different, so we just use what works for us. Just use what works for you. Okay, that's enough with this. But the important people stayed. You sure did. You stayed to listen to this hot mess stuff. Let's do the fix-it layer, y'all. I reuse my gloves. Wipe off. Turn right side inside. There you go. Reuse your gloves. Gloves are hard to find right now. Won't the bubbles go away when you rub it on? Yes, they'll go away, and then heat it when you put it on. This is called my fix-it layer. You all can do fix-it layers too. Don't let anybody tell you you can't. And see, I got like a little eyeball right there. A little dimple. We're going to fix that too. We sure are. Candice resin doesn't say part A or part B on it. It says hardener and resin on it. Well, really, it doesn't matter which one's which because you use equal parts of both. We're going to let this get coated really well. And then we're going to drop it again. Okay, I wanted to make sure I didn't know if you have to put on before you do this. Cup reminds me of a tracksuit when I was a kid. Yeah, a little bit, huh? Man, the 80s and the 90s were the best. Nothing's as awesome as it used to be. Okay, so we put more epoxy on this. And y'all saw me do this. This is a fix-it layer. I didn't have to go and wait for it to dry. My first layer was so thin that it was it dried almost instantly. There you go, resin A, hardener B. We're going to warm it up just a bit. Okay? Don't let nobody tell you you can't come right back and fix a boo-boo. You always can fix a boo-boo. Don't let nobody tell you you can't. Don't let nobody put your crafting in a corner. Okay? So let's see how I want to do this. going to drop a little white to break up the purple. You don't want too much of one color anywhere. So you're doing this over a wet layer. It dried, Kelly. It dried real quick because it was thin. I haven't tried any cup yet, but I'm so drawn to the alcohol inks. First layer was thin and dry just a second. Exactly. What did I miss? Wait a minute. No, it had dried. Ooh, that looks pretty cool right there. From my end, it looks neat. Honestly, doing the second layer gives it a real big 3D effect. So we're going to take this off and give it waves. Do you see the waves? Does going over it with the cover, wait, does going over it cover the magic dust? No, look, you can see the magic dust underneath. Do y'all think the second layer looks better? I think I do. So we're going to spin it towards me this time. I'll let it spin that way, and then I'm going to flip it towards me. Wait, I missed a spot to heat. Now we're just going to let it spin. Spin, spin, spin. I told you a fix-it layer makes everything better. Better, better, better. And I let my epoxy move. Does it matter if you put the color first, then add the white versus the white first? The white, typically you just drop your colors and then your whites. Your whites are what is going to give you that definition. Does that make sense? And see, it's okay if it moves up and down. That's why I taped that. I want all of the movement, okay? I want the colors to shift and interact with each other. And that's all on the tape. I'm going to pull the tape after about 30 minutes. So this will actually be black right here underneath that. When you're done with it, you just leave it spinning. Yes, you just leave it spinning all night. So, we're going to spin it this way for a few minutes, and then we're going to spin it the other way for a few minutes. Have you ever had trouble getting the tape off? Brenda, always pull the tape 30 to 45 minutes after you're finished. 30 to 45 minutes after you've finished. And these blues that I have right here in this white, just to tell you guys about the beach tumbler, the Piñata Blanco Blanco, the Patina Alcohol Ink from Tim Holtz, and the Tim Holtz Aquamarine are what I'm using for the beach cup, for the second layer after my glitters, okay? So I got that set aside. We're going to let this continue to spin, and I'm going to switch the other way around. We'll add a little more glitter. I feel like I should drop one more drop of white in that one area. My white all went pink because I put the wrong lid on it. The white gives it a lot more dimension. So since I heated that, I'm going to let it swirl. I'm going to bring it back around this way, let it bring down this way. This is all just playing with it. So you put the glitter on your beach cup first. Yes, just starting out. Do you recommend any certain spinner? I got my spinner on Amazon. And I liked theirs a lot better. I did not buy the Spin It brand from Michaels. See, you just move it up and down. What does everybody think about the Fix-It layer? We're going to sprinkle in just this tab. And I mean, the magic dust I'm putting on this is so tiny. And I'm just lightly tapping it as it spins. And the great thing about alcohol inks cup is all of them are individual. You're never going to have a cup that looks the same way twice. Not exactly the same. What are you tapping on? I'm tapping the little spoon and I'm tapping on the glitter. I think it came out a lot better with that second layer, you guys. What do you think? Like some weird form of a galaxy, right? I don't know what I'm going to do with it now, though. Fix-It layer made it a lot better. It looks more finished. Yep, that's why I have Fix-It layers. And I do a Fix-It layer for anything. That's what I mean, if I have a mess up or anything that did not catch the first time around, I go in and I fix it the next time. And I'm just going to keep, because this is going to continue to move, I'm going to keep changing the way it's rotating. Okay? And as this spins, it's going to look more and more different every time. I think that's good. Also, when I did a alcohol ink cup and I didn't like it, another thing you can do, don't throw the cup away, you don't have to strip it. Throw an opal glitter over your alcohol ink cup. I did Tears of My Enemies over a 30-ounce alcohol ink cup that I didn't care for. And it brought all of the colors out from underneath it. If you're on my business page, I have pictures of it where I put an opal glitter over the colored background. And it looked amazing. So anytime you have an alcohol ink cup that you really don't love and it gives you some issues, go ahead and do it that way. And there's many different ways you guys can do alcohol inks. You don't need to do it the same way I do. Everyone does theirs a little differently. And that's the great thing about crafting. No one does the same thing the same way. So I'm going to wait about 30 minutes, and then if you guys want to hang around, you'll see me pull the tape. Do you want to watch me pull the tape so you understand how you do that? And I'll show you the beach tumbler and the glitters. Or is this long enough? I think this is long enough. Okay. Yes. Okay. Dear, I think you could just hang out with me all night, right? We could just totally sit here and just nonchalantly talk all night long. That's what I do with Janelle. We PM each other all night long. We craft well into the night. Now, I just again turned it the other way. And we're going to leave it alone now. Alright, so I'll show you the beach. I don't want to get epoxy on them, so I'm going to take off my gloves. My hands are so sweaty. So we're going to let these spin a little bit. The black one will get the tape taken off first. So for the beach cup, I'll show you the cup and the glitters I got. So this is the cup that we're going to do the beach on. Okay? Now I spray painted the top of it blue to match the darker blue glitters that we're going to use. Let me fix the phone. All right? Then I left the bottom white for where I'm going to have the lighter glitters. The white and the sand and the ocean color. Okay? So I mainly did the two parts of the sky, dark blue, and then I did this area where it's going to change. My hands are super sticky. They're all wet and sweaty. Okay, I'll do the tape removal, and we'll just talk about this while we let it spin. Okay? So this is going to be the beach tumbler. You can spray paint it, color coordinated if you choose to do so. I used the blues and what I had. I don't usually color coordinate my spray paint. I don't know why Central Time for me in Michigan. I missed the whole thing. Well, the good thing about it, Angie, is it saves. You guys can always come back to these. I need to get a turner that spins. Wendy, I got mine from aboutcupturner.com. And it spins both ways. What kind of Tabitha? What kind of heat gun do I need? So somebody just messaged me asking about a heat gun. I have a Wagner heat gun. I think it was from Lowe's. It was my husband's and I took it from him. He wasn't using it. I needed it. And I didn't want to have to buy one. Hey, Angela. Michigan is an hour ahead. Yeah, I'll post a, next time I talk about time, I have a grid of the United States and everywhere where it shows the different time zones, what time it is for me and what time it will be for you. So we'll do it that way. I'll post it next time. Yes, I got mine off of Amazon. Amazon is awesome. But the brand is the Mileflo Cup Turner. Milefo. Okay? But this is going to be the beach. So the glitter, I looked everywhere for a glitter beach set. Now, my go-to company, Glitter Chimp, is filling their beach set tomorrow. So I'm going to grab me a beach set from them and then a seashell, tongue-tied, seashell straw topper mold and a mermaid fin. So we can try them out together and see the whole look together. Okay? Because that cup, the beach cup, is going to be mine. I'm going to give it a theme, and it's not necessarily going to be the beach. Does that make sense? Mine is going to be reminiscent of a trip my husband and I took a couple years ago. But the process will be the same. The decals will just be different. So the first glitter for the dark blue, I'll just put the cup here. I got my beach pack from Geisha Glitter. And on these it's called Geisha Glimmers, but it's geishaglitter.com. And I got their beach pack before it was sold out. When will you be doing the beach tumbler? How many watts for the heat gun? I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. I know it just goes from low to high. That's all I know. I'll have to look at the box. The beach tumbler, oh, super sweet. Yeah, it's going to be, 2 years ago, my husband and I went to Dubai. And originally, I always wanted a cup to reminisce our vacation. So my beach cup will have the Burj Khalifa on it, the Burj Al Arab, and yeah, that's what I'm going to have on it. And then the beach scene, maybe some chairs. I was thinking of put our initials in the sand area in vinyl. I got the glitter from Geisha Glimmer. Geisha Glitter, right here. Geisha Glimmer. But the name is Geisha Glitter. But on the bags it says Glimmer. Geisha Glimmer. Geisha. And then glitter. I got a deal of 28 something for mine. I bought a rubber mat stirring stick. Oh, that's a good deal. Most heat guns are 1200 watts. Thank you, Jason. See, I didn't know. But that's where I got the beach pack. I don't know if they still have it in. But, I mean, I went to several different sites looking for it. I know it's a really hot commodity right now. So, but I was able to score one. And then I'm going to try to get Glitter Chimps Beach Pack tomorrow. So, the first one is Juvia Luxor. This is going to be the dark blue that goes on the top. Okay? That's going to be the sky. The second color is going to be Hadoken. And it's going to be on the second part. So it'll go like this. Okay? Sky, bottom part of the sky. And then BMO is the water. This is BMO. And it didn't come with a white for the water. So I'm going to use, what did I do with the white? I can't remember what I did with the white, y'all. I have several different whites, but I might use a little bit of Cloud 9 from Glitter Glams, because this didn't really come with a white. And I mean, I'll use a tad bit, just a tad. And then what I'm going to do, what they sent for the sand is called Clefable. You see this? That's for the sand, and that's going to be the bottom. But I'm going to mix the Clefable with my crushed seashells from Glitter Chip. I just think this has definitely more of a sand texture, minus the glitter stuck on it. This definitely has more of a beachy vibe, and then that's why it's called crushed seashells. So I'm going to mix this and this together to give it more of a sandy texture for the bottom. So it'll be a little custom. And I will use a white glitter for the, ooh, this is open. A white glitter for the water. I might use Cloud 9 from Glitter Glams, more than likely. If I don't find something else with the white that I order from the beach pack tomorrow. Yeah, wow, I'm always late. It's okay, Katie. I was early, so there you have it. I think I'm in the same heat gun. It's a Wagner Ferno. I got mine from Walmart. It's 22 bucks. Well, yeah, there you go. As long as you have a heat gun that works. So, that's the glitter set that I got from Geisha Glimmers to do on the beach. It was Juvia Luxor, Hadoken, BMO, and Clefable. And then I'm going to use my own white. And their glitters do come in bags. But a bag in a bag, which I thought was pretty cute. A bag in a bag. And I did get a little free sample from them. Where is it? Called Snoopy. That's what I really like about Glitter Glams. And this company, you get a free little packet of glitter. Oh, here it is. See, I got a free little packet. It's called Snoopy. And it's like this white. See? You always get like little samples. I love that. I love getting the free little samples with it. Okay, we ready to pull off the tape? I think we're ready to pull off the tape. We'll do the black one first. Let me get some gloves on. I don't want epoxy on my hands. We ready to pull some tape? For the black one. Let me switch them around. pull the tape. Pull it. Yes. All right. Where's my thing at? Hold on. You did? What'd you make? Sorry, my husband was telling me he made food. Alright, we're going to find where I put the tape. Watch, the one time I have trouble pulling tape is when you guys ask me to pull the tape in front of you. Where's my, hold on. I need to find my, haha, as I drop it on the stinking floor. I use my weeding pick. It's like performing surgery. And it's going to be super sticky, you guys. I need the lights. Yes, I've tried painter's tape. I just prefer electrical tape. Yeah, I usually leave a trail, but I guess I pushed it down. And then if you have little edges that have moved down, you can always take some acetone on a wet cloth and clean up your edges. Oops. And I did tape this weird. When do you pull off the tape? 30 to 45 minutes after. Gotta find where the other line of the tape is. There's one end. Now where's the other? Right here. Gotta run, but thanks for your help, girl. Have a good night. Yeah, good night. There, it's all gone. So like I said when I showed you guys the cup, the bottom is black, plastic, and this top part was plastic. Do you always tape? No, it was just because on this practice cup, these two ends were black plastic. Other than that, I never usually tape my cups unless it's requested. I have not had anybody request a naked rim or a naked bottom yet. But for these particular cups, I do tape them. I do tape them. So see, there's nothing on the bottom, and whatever is sticking out right down here, you can go through and clean up later. Yeah, the tape was a little difficult. But what do y'all think? That was the black one. And we'll do a giveaway on this one in the page. So don't forget to go to my business page and I'll post it. So be looking for the post after the live. It does look really cool. And the glitter gives it just the right amount of sparkle. Yeah, I think this tutorial on this one turned out really well. I definitely like the black more than I liked the white, but we fixed the white, so it's okay. Okay, so we'll pull the tape on the white now too. But this is why I hate taping rims. And this one I left the tail end. And any overspray I have from up here, well, I'll just clean with acetone. Does everybody see this? See how I told you guys it was black underneath? That one looks better with the black on the top and the bottom. Yeah, it does. It was only white because of the tape, which I'm sure a lot of people missed. So what should we do with this one, guys? I don't know what I want to do with it yet. It does look better with the black bottom and the black top, huh? It's a lot more colorful. I hope this tutorial was good for everyone. I don't know if I ended up making you hate alcohol ink or loving alcohol ink. I don't know. Where do we go to enter for the cup? Vicki, when I'm done, I'll go on my my business page and do it. We'll enter it for both cups. Now, like I said, guys, these were just practice cups. The reason that's why I'm going to do them for the giveaway. They weren't one of those cups that keep drinks really hot or really cold for a long time. They're just pretty. I use painter's tape and epoxy. Still got everywhere on the black plastic rims. Good thing my hubby... Yeah, that's why I use electrical tape. It works a lot better for me. I sent you a picture to Messenger with my alcohol ink cup look. Hope you get it. Yes, if you guys message me, I'll go through and answer all my messages after this is over. Give it away to me. I have not had luck using acetone on plastic. Don't use a large amount of acetone. I mean, just enough to be a damp cloth. Because it will eat it. As soon as you're done, I'm going to get the inks. Go for it. Get you some inks. Thank you so much. I loved this live. Oh, good. I'm glad everybody loved it, even though it looked like a hot mess at first. I like both. Celebrating my 60th reminds me of the colors we used. Oh, congratulations, Brenda. I can't wait till I get there. We're on 15. But for my age, that's a pretty big milestone. Thanks, Jason. Yes, everybody go there. As soon as I hop off of here, I'm going to go onto the page. I'll take a couple of pictures of both of these cups and we'll do a giveaway on them. How's that? And these will get sealed one more time. And then they're done. And before I go and epoxy them again to do a coat, I will tape it up again. Okay? Pull tape, reapply tape. You're going to use a lot of tape when you tape your rims. Okay? So those are those two wonderful little things. They turned out a lot better than I was thinking. My last couple of alcohol ink cups I really didn't care for. So I covered it in opal glitter. Oh, good, Bonnie. Can you help me? I'm doing a Milky Way right now and I'm seeing fish eyes form. Is there another way to fix this before the epoxy dries? Stick some more epoxy on those parts with your finger, Heather. See if that works. If not, do a second layer. And I did get I have a little glitter sitting here at the bottom that I got to swipe off still and put in a dump cup. I just haven't had a chance to do it. So I haven't touched it. But let me show you the two cups sitting here in the corner. I'll pop off. I got a peekaboo I need to do. I need to go sand a cup. And get it ready to decal to peekaboo it. I got another Jurassic Motherhood one to do. I guess if you guys want, I can go live when when I spray paint that thing and pull the vinyl. I already did a live on it, but whoever didn't see it and can't find it, I guess we can do. You inspire me to try through new things. Glad I found your lives. Oh, thank you, Julie. So I'm going to grab this. There we go. So there's that one. See the glitter? That's the glitter. And then there's the black one. So you do see the glitter. May the odds be ever in your favor. Yes, you saw that, Danira? I thought that was funny. I used to love those movies. Yes, you have to retape it every time you go back. Peekaboo terrifies me. Kelly, don't be scared. I have a step-by-step tutorial. If you message me privately, I'll drop the links for part 1 and part 2 for the peekaboo. And the steps are the same for every single peekaboo you do. Okay? Sorry, I got a message at the top. So, I'm going to pop off. I'm going to eat dinner. I'll post these 2 cups up in the page for you guys to like and share. And then we'll enter everybody in a drawing. Maybe we'll do it, what's today? Thursday? We'll do the drawing tomorrow. How's that? Everybody like that idea? We'll do the drawing tomorrow for the 2 cups. There'll be 2 winners. One for the white, one for the black. What does everybody think? Tomorrow, I'll go live on my business page. Everybody like that idea? Okay. It's okay, Marva. Don't worry. These are saved. You can come back and watch them anytime. Okay. Everybody heard me now. Yeah. I think it'll be fun. You're welcome, guys. Okay. I'm going to get off and go eat. Wash my hands. So I hope everybody enjoyed this. I know it's longer than it should be, but I try to answer questions as I go. We all know that. Yes, I will. PM me if you want the links for the peekaboo tutorial, and I'll get them off the page and pop them in the private message, okay? Alright, so I hope everybody had fun and enjoyed watching the alcohol inks on the 2 bases. You guys, this will be saved to the page, so anytime you want to rewatch it, just find the video. At the top of our group page, there's a magnifying glass. Tap on the magnifying glass, type in my name, and it'll show every tutorial I've done for you guys, okay? So I hope everybody stays safe, stays healthy, and has a great night, and I'll talk to you guys soon, okay?